two, one. What's going on, folks? Welcome to 34 Questions. Tonight, I have a very special guest, another blast from the past, a fellow Cobra. Lou is in the building. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing great. How are you, 34?
I'm doing just fine. It's the middle of the week. It is Hump Day, Wednesday, the day we're filming this. And yeah, I'm happy it's a Wednesday. Can't complain. But yeah, for the folks out there who are unfamiliar with the flow of the show, we got some icebreakers. We start off with a little bit of fun, and then we move on to the warm-up. After the warm-up is the main interview, where Lou gets to choose a number between 1 and 34, and we get the conversation rolling that way. Sound good to you, Lou?
That sounds great. I'm ready.
For sure. You got any pets? I think I heard.
Oh, yes. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. Who's barking is little Wanda right now, and I like to call them the mouth and the muscle. Candy is an English bulldog. She's more of the muscle in the house, and Candy is Wanda is the guard dog.
Dang, you got a pretty big family there. Like 3 cats and 2 dogs? What?
Yep.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know how we do it either. But it's fun.
For sure. Well, my very first question for you is, how have you been? It's been a really long time since we've talked. So you've been doing well. You've been doing great. How you been?
I've been doing great. To be honest, I really have nothing to complain about within my life, and I feel really good about where I'm at work. I feel really good about where I'm at home. There are, little things here and there that I could be improving on, but for the most part, I feel good about where I'm at. I'm happy. I'm good.
That's what's up. I'm very happy to hear that. For sure. We're gonna be doing some icebreakers right now. The first one is a one-word spelling bee. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Your word is handkerchief.
Oh, okay. I want to say HANKERCHEIF.
Close. You are missing 1 letter, and then you had 2 letters switched. Those are 2 hints. You got one more try.
Okay. HAN. I don't think it's K. I think it's CHIEF.
So you fixed the switched letters, but the letter you were missing was a D. It's like handkerchief,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but my spelling's gone down because we don't really have to worry about spelling anymore. So, who cares?
Yep. Autocorrect it's helpful. Yep.
You remember spelling class. I don't even know if kids have spelling class anymore. That'd be something interesting if they still did.
Yeah, I don't really know what kids learn in school anymore because obviously the basics, but yeah, I don't know. Spelling, I'm sure they have spelling in elementary schools, but moving forward up in age, I'm not sure. I don't think about spelling ever. Ever. It just goes down on the paper and that's it. That's how it's spelled.
I feel you. It really doesn't matter. I don't think so. But the next icebreaker is a riddle, and let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
Once in a minute, twice in a moment, but once every 1,000 years?
Never. So once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years.
Uh,
I know it sounds hella philosophical and stuff, but it's outside the box. So
it's outside the box. It makes me think of, I mean, my answer is just a comet. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know.
I got you. The answer is the letter M. So it's comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years. The letter M. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh, mind blown. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you for participating.
That's great. That's a good one.
Yeah. Now you could use it.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. That was fun.
All right. Well, we made it to some more warm-up questions. This first one is, what would you like the audience to know about you?
I would like the audience to know about me that I am who I am and I don't give a damn. That's it. Like, you know, it's either like you want to be around me or you don't. And I would like to be around people who like my energy and who vibe with my same energy. So with that, I just say I am who I am. That's what I want people to know about me, and you can either take it or leave it.
That's what's up. I am who I am, and I don't give a damn. Is that a saying from anywhere, or that was all you?
I don't know. It could be from somewhere. I literally thought it. I didn't think of it. I thought of it earlier and was like, I like that, but I don't know where it came from. I don't want to take props on it if somebody else said it, but I like that too. I am who I am and I don't give a damn. That's it.
For sure. Second question is, if someone were to pay you a tribute, how would you like to be honored? So if I was going to tell myself today I'm going to honor Lou in some kind of act or form or way, what could I do?
I think, to be honest, I feel like just showing up. Like, I think showing up is an honor in some way or another. Showing up when, you know, I need you there. Showing up if I invite you somewhere, because that means I want you around me, you know, like just, I like people's company. You know, I like good people's company. And I think a tribute to that would be just being there and being yourself. And I like being around people who are authentically themselves and don't really care about what others think, or I just like real people. That's it.
I got you.
So to be tribute to me would be to be just a real person. And yeah, I think that goes a lot with just my lifestyle in general.
Now we know, and I can dig that for sure. What do you think the percentage is, or not percentage, or if you're going to give me a percent of people in the world that was being authentic to themselves, what percent would that be?
I think I would actually say that percentage is rising now, maybe than it was maybe 10, 15 years ago, 20 years, hundreds of years ago. I don't know, you know, people, like, there have always been people who have always been their authentic selves, and there have always been people who are not and are never going to be able to reach that point in their life where they can truly be themselves and truly feel comfortable where they're at, or you know, just, or even expressing themselves in a way, whether it be with your clothes, whether it be with your hair, whether it be with your poetry, whether it be with your, you know, your writing, any way to express yourself. Like, you just got to do it. You just got to be yourself, you know, like, just do it. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. I just want people to just be true to themselves and just be open about it.
For sure. I am curious, what do you think the challenges are as far as, why do you think people have such a hard time being authentic?
I think pressure, pressure from outside sources that maybe don't necessarily want them to act the way they're acting or be the way they are or dress the way they want to dress or whatever, or it could just be that they're also scared to face themselves and scared to, or I don't want to say scared, but maybe they're just unable to dig deep in themselves and really face their own demons. And I think that a lot of people are scared to deep dive into themselves and figure out who they are and what they're doing and like why they're doing what they're doing. Do you have any input on that? I'm just curious.
Yeah. I think it actually ties into this next question, but it has a lot to do with like knowing who you are, right? And sometimes maybe a person isn't comfortable with who they are, and I don't know how long that takes for someone. Sometimes it takes life events or maybe chance encounters with someone who kind of either inspires that person to kind of like, oh, I can see them doing it and it seems like I could do it too. So it could be because of lack of inspiration, I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, pressure is one of them. And I think you can answer this question as well. We grew up right before social media was like booming. I guess, MySpace was around and all that stuff, but it didn't have that same impact because it wasn't in our hands all the time, So for you, do you think the pressure has increased because of social media? I mean, yeah. How would you feel about that?
I think that there are definitely times when social media becomes overwhelming. And for me, there are some times where I just have to step back and stop looking at it because it does do something in my head. It does put these images in my head of perfect bodies and people with lots of money and people going on vacation and doing this and doing that and doing, it's like you're looking into it and it's like, I didn't feel that way when we were in high school, because I didn't feel that there was a lot of pressure. I mean, me personally, I did not feel pressured to fake anything that I wasn't doing. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't feel like, I felt like I was just there to live my life in high school. Like, that was it. I was about, we went to high school together. So, I really loved softball. Like, that was my thing back then. And, you grow and you develop and you change different things. But then as far as social media goes, like, there's always something else on there that is trying to grab your attention instead of letting you just kind of grow and do your own thing and kind of figure out on your own what is your own thing. But on the other hand, I do believe that it also opens a lot of doors for people with their entrepreneurship. It gives people publicity, marketing, but also on the other end of it, I don't want to be bombarded with ads all the time, like get your shit out of my face. Like, I don't want that. And half the stuff you're selling on there is crap. Like, I'm sorry. It's shitty. And then it's also shitty for the people who are really trying to make different, doing their hustle and doing stuff. And then it's like, maybe they have a really good product, but it's flooded with all the shit and you can't really find it. So it's interesting to try and find a different outlet for people to be able to, you know, make their hustle. But also I want to have a platform where I could just be myself. Like, and that's what I'm doing. I don't use Facebook. I really, the only platform I use is Instagram. I don't use TikTok. And that's because I don't want to learn a whole new system. So I'm out of it. That's it. I'm on Instagram and that's it.
For sure. Now, like, yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of social media. When it comes to, like, you know, the pressure for kids to conform versus the pressure for kids to be themselves, you know, while you're talking, it came to my mind that it does actually give kids a chance just to be themselves, right? If they can, like, and I think they're getting more and more comfortable with the camera, you feel me? Like, TikTok is out there, and I don't know how to use TikTok, but anytime I see it, I see, like, it's just a bunch of kids doing all these things, and I'm like, they spent time doing that. They spent time editing and shooting and stuff. So there's a bunch of, like, kids who I don't know what the entertainment's gonna look like a few years from now, since all these kids are basically producing, you know, their own show of them dancing. Usually it's dancing on TikTok, but, you know, I know they're doing a lot of other things. But yeah, so
that is one of the things I've seen a lot, is a majority of people dancing. That's what people show me on TikTok. It's like, oh, look at this, and then they try and mimic it, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's the fastest way
to you know,
to blow up right now. All right,
right.
I gotta push through. I'm sorry to cut you short. I'm sorry to cut you short.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
The third question and the last question in the warm up is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how well do you know yourself?
I would say I'm at like a 7.5, to be honest. And that is because I'm only 30 years old. You know, like, I still got, hopefully, you know, 60, 70 years left if I'm live to be 100. I'm not saying I want to, but I'm saying if I live to that long, you know, I still have time to grow. You can still grow at 100 years old. Like, you know, you might see something that you've never seen before, and it might spark something in your mind or a memory that you remember. You know, I don't know. Like, I just think the possibility to change is endless. I do think people change. I think they change. I think they grow. I think they develop, and I don't think that stops at any age. So I would say 7.5 to 8. For sure. What would you say is your favorite thing about your personality? I like that. I like being chill, I guess. Like, I think I'm pretty chill now, because, you know, people change. I think before I was kind of hyped up and a little bit wilder, I guess. But now I feel like I've kind of calmed down a little bit, and I like where I'm at. I'm chill, and I'm really trying to just go with the flow of things, of just life. Like, I feel like there was a moment in time, I don't know if you know this, but I was in the Navy. So there was a point in my life that was uncontrollable, to what I could do, where I could go, the amount of time I had off. If I was sick, you know, you still had to go to work, this and that. It was just a lot of pressure and stuff that I don't ever want to feel again. And a lot of anger in there. So I feel like now that I'm out, I've progressed and I've calmed down a lot. And I think that is one of my favorite parts of my personality now, is that my ability to kind of chill and go with the flow rather than try and be in control of everything.
For sure, I got you. So you earlier we talked about being authentic, right? And how that's who you are now. And do you feel like you were always authentic? Because to be honest, I thought you were back in high school. Like I never thought, I always thought you was being you and doing you. So, but that was me from the outside. For you, have you always felt like you were being authentic?
I think I always have been. And I really think that is something that has stayed constant with me my entire life, is that I just don't give a fuck. I really am just I'm gonna say what I think, and it could be wrong. What I say could completely be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I would rather, instead of maybe somebody screaming at me, you're wrong, please tell me, correct me, what exactly is it that I'm wrong about, or maybe put it in a different perspective for me to understand, because clearly what you're saying, I'm not understanding. And I just kind of lost my thought. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's gonna happen to me too.
I have, I you know what? I have always been my authentic self, and I am who I am, and I don't give a damn. That's it. That's it. That's how it's been. It was like that in high school. I was getting in trouble a lot for saying stuff that I probably shouldn't have been saying, but you know what? You grow, you learn, and looking back on it now, I kind of take school in a completely different approach than I did. I look at school completely differently than I did back in high school, and anytime. I like school now because when I couldn't go to school, I missed it. And so I'm thankful to be currently in school and currently learning something new. So I want to keep learning, I want to keep moving forward. I want to keep progressing. And I think the way to do that is learning, and not necessarily in a college atmosphere. It doesn't necessarily have to be your degree, but just find something that you like learning about and go learn it. I want to learn. Right now I'm learning about electricity because that's what I'm doing. I'm an electrician. So I'm learning about electricity. I'm learning about fire alarm systems. I'm putting in extra work, going in and volunteering at my school to try and learn these systems, because that's what San Francisco is run on. We're always going to have fire alarm systems in our high-rise buildings. I want to be able to set those up. I want people to be safe. Not only people, I want dogs. If a dog steps in to a high-rise building, any building in San Francisco, I want that dog to be able to see. So I want the lights to be on. I want all the fire systems to be working, because I want the dogs to be able to get out of the building if they have to.
I got you.
I know I'm kind of
don't.
I'm kind of all over the place, but
do not worry.
That's just me. I can't help it.
Yeah, be yourself, and I definitely appreciate you being yourself. But yeah, I didn't know that's what you were doing now. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna ask you about it after the episode, because I'm just curious how you got started in that. But all right, well, we made it to the main portion of the interview, where you choose a number between 1 and 34. There are three levels, which is easy, medium, hard. Each level has 34 questions of its own, so you could really just jump around. But where would you like to start?
Okay, I'm gonna start with B. No, what's the hard one? The
hardest one is A. Yeah.
Is A. Okay, I'm gonna go with A25.
A25. What is your mission? If you're gonna say, your personal mission in life, what is your mission?
My personal mission in life. is to, my personal mission in life is to be happy. Like, I think my peace, my happiness, my mind is very, I think just living, that's our mission. Like living, helping people, helping within our community. Like we all have to live here together, you know? So I think my mission is to be here and to support people, support different people, support people who are different from me. And be myself, you know, like that. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but like I feel like that's really what it comes down to, is that if you like, I want to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be successful. You know, I don't appreciate when people drive other people down to level themselves up. You know, I want a mission to be kind. My mission is to be kind. How about that? My mission is to be kind to everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, just everyone. Just be kind.
For sure. Do you think existing is enough? So, you know, some folks out there, maybe they don't have their mission yet. Is existing enough?
I mean, why not? Like, why not? Why can't it be enough? Like, if that's really what you want to do, if you just want to exist in the world and not give anything back to it, then hey, that's you. But like, I don't necessarily want to just exist. I would like to give something back. But if people just don't, that's them too. Like they can do that also. But I also think it comes back around if you don't. Like I think that there are good things that come out of helping people, not just necessarily karma, but you get a good feeling of just helping, volunteering, is existing enough? I think that's a hard question.
I got you.
But I would say it is. If that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. I mean, I would want people to feel a little bit more, but if that's how they feel, then that's how they feel.
For sure. I think, I mean, I would agree that, you know, existing is enough. I don't know, for some reason in my mind, I'm thinking like, there has to be like, existing's enough, but you also have to be there. Like you were saying earlier about folks being there, right? Like, I think it's a
being
really
present.
Being present, yeah. Because it's a lonely life if you're not there. You know, you could exist, but if you're doing it, well, not around folks or not around people, you know, it's just like, you know, that I think it's more sad, you know, like I think that person would have to ask themselves if that's enough for them. But yeah, let's move on to another number. Go ahead and shoot.
Okay. A3.
A3. This one's a little heavy. This one's a little heavy, but how would you define depression?
How would I define depression? I think I feel like for me in my own experience, I feel like depression was defined by being wanted, or not necessarily, well, I don't want to say being wanted because that sounds so like just being wanting to, or yeah, being wanted, wanting, or people wanting you around, like I feel like depression to me was people not wanting me around. Or that's what it would look like to me, is people not wanting me around, and but not necessarily because it doesn't depress me if we can't be together. It's more, it depresses me if you don't want me around. Like, you know what like the COVID, people were separated because of the pandemic, right? I never felt that the people who I wanted to be around didn't want to be around me. It was just a matter of we were separated because of the pandemic. And then, once things ease up, you get to see each other again. Okay, great. But I would feel horrible if I found out that, like, one of my really good friends, like, didn't want to be around me or whatever anymore. That to me is heartbreaking. And that is depression to me. But that's an interesting question, because everybody does have a different form of depression. But that's something that, it makes me sad. Like, I'm thinking about it right now and it makes me sad.
First off, Louisa, I just want to say thank you for being open to talk about it. I know it is not, that question is not easy for sure. So thank you. For what you were saying though, I feel like I can relate. I think there was a moment in my life when I felt like I had overstayed my welcome with some homies, and I get it. Sometimes people be progressing at different rates, and it kind of made me feel like I wasn't keeping up, to be honest. And I understand. I'm not like tripping off it anymore, but there was a time where I felt like damn, like I don't think that's what they were trying to get at, but because it's only in my head, that's what I was like ruminating about, or that's what I was that was concerning me. But for sure, thank you for sharing again. Let's go for an easy one real quick, just to lighten the mood.
Okay,
that was a hard one. That was a hard one right there.
Sure. Yeah. But that was it. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So okay, number C. Let's do C, right?
Yeah.
Let's do 11C.
11C. Where is your happy place?
Oh man. My happy place, one of them is Disneyland. I will be honest. I love that place. I love going to Disneyland. I love, it makes me happy to be there, because it brings back so many memories. But I do think they're getting greedy. I do think Disney is getting a little greedy. And I will say I am going to visit Disney twice this year, towards the end of the year. But after that, I need to chill, because I do think they are being greedy with how they are running their business and such. But I'm gonna still go because it makes me happy, but I gotta chill. So that is one place.
For sure. Disneyland is pretty crazy. It's not that I don't enjoy it, but I feel like there are fans like yourself, and my partner is a big fan of Disneyland as well, and my family, my cousins and stuff, they love going to Disneyland. For some reason, for me, it doesn't click the same, even though I do appreciate it, but I think it's just the price, and like it's pretty expensive. I'm like, damn, do I really need to be? I am going to Disneyland this year.
You're right.
And I know I'm gonna go all out and buy that like fast pass or whatever thing, so you don't have to wait in line as long.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're gonna go, might as well.
They're getting your money. Yeah. They just, I agree. I'm gonna do the same thing, but just like the thing, the older I get, I'm just like, you know what? I need to spend my money somewhere else. But it is a happy place for me. It does bring back a lot of memories. Going there with my family, with my sister, I've been there with friends too. And it's just a place and that's what they get you on. They get you on the nostalgia. That's where they, you know, because you keep going back because of the memories, because it makes so many memories, and because you've had so many great memories there. And now it's turned into it. I don't want to say it's turned into, it's always been about that. It's greed, and it's just more greed. It's more like they're taking away more perks and this and that. And it's losing interest for me, but it also makes me very happy. So I am conflicted with that. That is something I am a little conflicted on, but you know.
And don't worry about it. If you can afford it, go do it. And I think, you know, as you get older, it becomes a little bit for little ones too, right? Like I know a lot of my cousins, they I think one of my cousins, they go every year, and it was like the kids' favorite thing. So, you know, all right. Let's go ahead and throw me another number. You can stay easy, go hard. It's up to you.
Okay. How about B13?
B13. What was one of your fears as a kid?
Snakes. Like legit. I really don't have like, I really wouldn't like overthink of stuff, but like snakes, no, like absolutely not, nowhere, no how. I don't want them near me. I don't want to be anywhere around them. That is biggest fear. Snakes, hands down.
Even to this day, still snakes? Yeah.
Today, yeah. Like I don't. One time I remember I was like, I'm gonna face my fear. I'm gonna go touch that snake. And I got like 10 feet like close, and I was like, no, I ran away. I was like, I can't do it. And I still to this day I've never touched one. I don't want to touch one ever.
Even if they're fangless, like I feel like I'd be scared, but I know it's inhumane to do that, but yeah, like sometimes there's fangless.
They have no legs. They have nothing.
They just be squirming.
They are just squirming around. Worms, snakes, all that. Snails. Oh my gosh. I don't like slimy things like that. Ooh, no.
I gotcha.
Yeah, no, but snakes are the worst. Snakes are the biggest fear I've ever had.
You have a favorite animal, like on the flip side?
Actually, interesting that you asked that. Because I'm leaning towards an alligator right now. An alligator is not, they're not necessarily my favorite, but I'm just drawn to them right now. Like, I really want to go swim with one. And they have, I know that sounds a little crazy, but they have this tour that you can go to in like the Everglades in Florida by Miami and swim with this alligator. He's supposed to be a friendly alligator, but you know, alligators aren't friendly, but I want to do it. I'm like, the guy like swims up to him and the alligator like kisses his face and stuff. I don't want to touch it or anything. I just want to be in the pool with it and, you know, have somebody take my picture with the alligator in the pool while I'm in the water. Like, and so alligators are just something I'm just kind of drawn to right now. Like, it's funny because I guess my mom's grandfather, somebody in her family used to wrestle alligators for meat. You know, they used to wrestle the alligators and kill them and eat them for food. And so there's that. I was also, when I was in the Navy, I was on the USS Pearl Harbor, which is an LSD, which are called the Gators. We're called Gators. So, and then I went to SF State, which our mascot is the Gators. And I also want, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with them right now. For my boyfriend and I, my partner and I, we've been together for almost 8 years. And I tell him, you know, I don't want a ring. I don't want this, I don't want that. I want you to bring me an alligator skull, like present it to me. I want you to bring me the skull, we'll eat all the meat, we'll do all that, but like I want the skull, and I'm just obsessed. Like I don't know, like it's just a thing right now. So it's funny that you mentioned animals. That would be my favorite animal at this point right now.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, alligators super unique. Swimming with one, I'd be down. I mean, I'd have to see like how other people go. Like I wouldn't be the first person. You feel me? Like I'd have to be like, all right, well, and I don't know if that. Go ahead. You're gonna say something?
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I just saw it and was like, oh, I got to do that. Like that sounds really fun. And I really feel like it sounds crazy and I sound stupid when I say this, but I'm just like, I'm not there to hurt the alligator. I'm there to observe it and be nice to it. Like I'm not trying to mess with that alligator. I don't even want to touch him. I just want to be in a safe pool from a safe distance from him, and kind of splash around a little bit. Like I don't know, it'll just be an adventure. And I've got some friends who are willing to go with me, but probably won't get in the water with me. They'll just watch. So if I die, I'll have an audience, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I just think it'll be fun. Something to check off the bucket list, I guess.
I'll be waiting for that picture of you, like with your arm around the alligator. It's gonna be dope. All right,
Great.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball right now. This is a question that I choose. I guess that's the curve. But it is. Okay. I'm too old to blank.
I'm too old to deal with drama. I'm too old to deal with drama. I like to have a drama-free life. And I do. I live a very drama-free life, actually. And I like to keep it that way. So with that being said, I like to keep my circle close, but I'm sometimes interested in meeting new people. But once the drama comes, you gotta go. That's it. You gotta go, because I don't like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it's also like the energy you attract. So because you are drama free, you attract drama free energy. Sometimes, but I feel you. Like, I think everyone's too old for the drama, like I wish kids kind of understood that too, but I'm not calling out kids. I'm sorry. Well, I am old now, but yeah, generally when you're younger, you have more drama. But all right.
Yeah, but I still think there are people who like to keep it in their lives, and for that's why I'm like, we'll keep moving on, keep pushing.
Yeah, I save the drama for the TV shows and movies that I watch usually. I really get into that. I'm like, oh shit, that happened, just a heads up, Louisa or Lou. I'm sorry, it slipped. But
no problem.
We got about 10 minutes left in the podcast. I just want to thank you again for stopping by and being super open. Go ahead and throw me another number.
Okay, before I do that, I just want to say thank you for having me, because this is great and I really appreciate it. So next number will be A15.
A15. How could you be kinder to yourself?
Oh, man. I talk a lot about being kind to other people, but being kind to myself is, I could be kinder to myself by drinking more water. I could be kinder to myself by, putting better, giving myself better energy, better fuel, better food, which I I think I generally eat pretty healthy, but there are some days where I can't, and my body will let me know, like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. And forgiving myself for when I do make mistakes. That you have to be able to forgive yourself in order to move on from any situation. Whether maybe you did something wrong, maybe there was something you should have did, maybe there was something you could have did more, and like, the fact is, it happened. You got to keep moving on. You got to keep going, because at that point you're probably too late. There's nothing you could do. So you have to be kind to yourself and forgive yourself. That kind of went all over the place, but
Don't worry.
I gotta yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead and throw me another number.
All right. How about B2?
B2. How do you feel about today's social climate?
Social climate. What do you mean by that?
Just like where society is at today, these days. How would you describe it?
I think that there are really good parts about our social climate, and I also think that there are really, really bad parts about our social climate, as far as where we're heading and how, it's kind of like, it's almost like, I'm only speaking from what I know here here where I'm at, where I'm present. And I just think that there are two sides that are butting heads, that are not necessarily what everybody wants. And I just think that we're unagreeable. Like, people are unagreeable about certain things. And it's like, the people out over here are like, all right, well, we want this. And then the people over here are like, well, we want this. And it's like, you can't meet in the middle, like something, like it's got to be all or nothing. And that's kind of what I think our social climate is missing, is maybe empathy, like mixture, like just like, I think everybody is out there trying to get their voice heard, and everybody's out there trying to be heard about what they believe in. But there's so many different things to believe in that it's almost like, every day I'm learning something new about something that is wrong with our current social climate. And I'm not saying it's wrong that for me to know about it. It's good. Okay, things are coming to light. I also think that there are things that go too far too, where I'm just like, I don't even know how to process that, because there's so many other things that are going on that could use my attention, but I don't even know which way to give my attention to, because who am I to say which problem is more pressing than the other one? Who am I? I can only determine what is pressing in my life, and the things that are pressing in my life are the things that are going to affect me. And that's kind of what, everybody's in the same boat. Everybody's going to feel pressed about the things that press them. And for me, I feel like I'm kind of caught in the middle, where I see so many different things, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't, except to say that, I'm with you. Like, things are fucked up. You know, things are really fucked up right now. And but there's only so much that I can give to everything. So for our social climate, I would say it needs some work. There are good, there's bad, but it needs some work. It needs work, not some work. It needs work.
I totally agree with you, and that's the thing. I think it's work that's never gonna end, because we're always gonna have that balance of you know, folks who disagree, and it's tough, because you know, I wanna believe that everybody can be on the same page, but it looks like that's gonna be too tough. I mean, you know, like you said, be present, like work local, think global type of idea. I don't know, but yeah, no, I feel you. All right, Lou, we made it to the concluding portion of the podcast, but right before we get there, I'm doing this new thing. It's called the 34th mantra. So you're gonna be making a mantra for yourself. Yeah. The phrase is I am, I can, I will. So I am blank, I can blank, I will blank. I am, I can, I will. How would you fill those in?
Okay. I am, I can, and I will. I am open to... No, excuse me. I will experience something that I've never experienced before this month. Just because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. And so I'm just putting that out there. I will do something I've never done before this month.
That's dope.
So in June, I'll do something that I've never done. Yeah. Okay. I am positive that everything is going to be okay.
I got you.
I'm positive that everything is going to be okay. And I can do anything I set my mind to.
I can do anything I can set my mind to, for sure. Let's see. So that was. I'm gonna have to re-listen to it, but if you ever need a.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah.
But if you ever need a pep talk, now you got one. Like, you know, you can just listen back to this episode.
Yeah, you know what? I want to, speaking of mantras really help. They do help. So if anybody's listening to this and they don't know about mantras, like, look it up. They do help. And now that you've put that out there, I'm going to challenge myself and create my own mantras for myself, and challenge myself to say them in the mornings before I get ready for work. And I have done that years in the past, and that was something that really helped me. So now that we're revisiting it, yes, I'm going to set something up for myself. So you're challenging me, I'm going to do it.
For sure. Oh, I'm glad I could help somehow. And yeah, remember that the I will. You said I will do something new in June. Just like make that as I will do something new this month. So you it's forever. I think you can do it. I think you will.
Yeah. These mantras are really just coming up to my head that those ones that I gave you, I'm like, oh, those are lame. Like, I should have came up with other ones. Like, but they're on the spot. That's why I'm like, no, I'm going to challenge myself to write better ones, because I know I can come up with some better ones. But these are just on the spot. So I'll let you know if I come up with some other ones. Yeah.
And then this next question is going to be from a previous guest. A shout out to Nathan. His question for you is, what is your biggest passion?
What is my biggest passion? Right now, man, I'm struggling with that one right now. Passion. Because there are things that I really, no, you know what? I'm passionate about safety. That's what I'm passionate about right now. I'm passionate about safety. Especially in the industry that I work in, I'm very passionate about safety and just making sure that we all go home the same way that we showed up every day. So as far as in my life right now, you know, I'm trying to think of other things like outside of work, outside of what I do right now, you know, and as something that I really feel for, like, is like, no, this is like, you don't skip on safety. Safety is something I am passionate about at this moment in my life. I would say safety.
For sure. I think there's more people that should be like you out there, to be honest. I know personally, I bend the rules of safety sometimes. I'm not gonna never at work though. Never at work. Just you know, my personal life. But yeah,
you
like,
know, I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. Like, that's the worst thing that you want to see. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. You don't want to you know, even on or off the job, like, you know, even when you're driving your car, you got to worry about all these crazy people driving around you and stuff. Like, you know, I want everybody to be safe. Like, just chill out, just be safe. Like, you know, and when you're driving around, especially if you're driving around San Francisco, like, just look out. Like, you know, stop at the stop signs. Like, like,
yeah, that's
like, yeah. You know, like, just, you don't have anywhere to be that bad where you pass stop signs and stuff. It's just safety. So on and off the job, yeah, like, I want everybody to be safe and go home the way they left their house. Like, because that's the worst. Like, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to get a phone call that, you know, you just don't want to get a phone call. That's it.
Gotcha. Yeah,
you don't want to get that phone call.
Not that one. My next question for you is, what would you like to ask the next guest that comes on to 34 questions?
Okay, I would like to ask, okay, I'll ask, if you didn't like, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this question.
All good.
What is your dream job, and what is preventing you from going to get it? Or if you're not happy with your job, you know, or if you're, you know, what is preventing you from moving to the next step? Like, how about besides the job, what's something that you want to accomplish, and what's preventing you from taking that next step?
Gotcha. What do you want to accomplish?
For
sure.
And what's preventing you from taking that next step? Yeah.
I gotcha.
Cool.
And then my very last question for you, the question that ties everything together. 500 years from now, your descendants are watching this video. What would you say to them?
Hope y'all are being nice to everybody because, you know, that, like, I think kindness does get you a long way, but I think it also, you know, don't take my kindness for weakness either. No, but to the people 500 years from now, like, I really hope y'all are doing better. Um, like, I hope y'all are doing better than what we're doing here. I'm not saying we're doing horrible, but like, what, uh, I don't know, Jan, I mean, 34, I'm sorry. I don't know if you had this, you had Coach K as a teacher at some point or another, right? And one thing that he always said that always stuck into my mind is, how do you want to be better? Like, where do you want to be as far as like your parents are concerned? Like, do you want to be better than your parents? Do you want to be at the same level as your parents? Or do you want to be worse as your parents? And to me, I think of that as like the world's like, are we going to be better than our last generation? Or are we going to stay the same? Or are we going to be less than what they were? Like, it's up to us to teach the next coming generations, like, hey, we have to be better. We have to do better than what was. We're talking about now, what's going on now, and there are problems that need to be fixed. So I'm hoping that 500 years from now, we get our shit together. I don't know if these aliens need to come down here and tell us what's what, but I hope we're doing better. I hope we're doing better. And shout out to Coach K. I know he's out there listening. But like, I've always stuck that with me. Like, how can I be better than the past generation? How can I be better than who was before me? And not in a cocky way, just how to progress. Like, how do we grow? How do we move forward? I don't want to be stuck. I never want to be stuck. And that is a huge thing for me, is just like, I hope these 500 years from now, future us are not stuck. I don't want them to be stuck.
That's what's up, Lou. Thank you for sharing. Any last things you want to say before we get out of here?
No, not really. Actually, like I said, thank you for having me. I really think you're doing a great job. Keep pushing. You're progressing. You're moving forward. I love to see it. We went to high school together. Shout out to all the Cobras out there doing their thing. For a small community, or for, going to ISA as a small high school, as small as it was, like, class of 2008 is great. Like, we have, we got people doing podcasts, we got electricians, we got, veterans, we got DJs, we got people who do, real estate, scientists, like, we got everybody. Like, and it just amazes me that, we're out here doing it. And that is, to me, that brings me so much joy. That is one thing that I get from social media, getting joy in seeing the people who I grew up with are succeeding, and they're out there killing it, doing it. We're, everybody's at different stages, but we're moving forward. And that's where we need to be. We all need to be moving forward, mentally, physically, emotionally, growing, sexually too. You gotta grow. You're moving forward. You're experiencing new things, everything, like, peace, love. My boyfriend likes to say peace, love, and chicken grease. So that's love. No, he says it, love, peace, and chicken grease. I said it wrong, but like, you know what? That's it. Like, just, if that's the last thing I want to say, is everybody listening, just be kind to one another. And, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
For sure.
Keep doing it.
Thank you, Lou. And I agree with you. Or that class, I don't know. I mean, the experience in a small school never really crossed my mind until we left that school, and everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't go to a school like this, like that." I'm like, "Nah." And then it felt like everybody knew everybody. It felt like we were all, you know, we were all friends. Like, I don't think too many people had too much beef with each other. And yeah, and even now, I agree with you. When I see people doing their thing, it's pretty dope just to be like, damn, like maybe there was something about our class, but you know, maybe that's just us being kind of egotistical about, you know, '08, but it's all good. It's all good.
'08 is great. '08 is great. It's, you know, class of '08, we are 90s babies. We're good. We're good, and we're going to be good, and we're going to keep pushing. That's it. We're going to keep pushing forward. Keep striving for greatness.
We're the adults now, so you know, that's what we'll be doing. But thank you again, Lou. I want to thank all the folks out there for listening or tuning in on the YouTube, wherever you're checking this out. Definitely appreciate it. And yeah, what's it called? Remember to reach out, reach forward. As always, much love, and we'll catch you guys next time on 34 Questions.
All right.
Before you go, you mind doing a little 10-second promo? Just saying.